Ooh, hey guys. Hey, how's it going? Oh, what's this? I see a hood popped up. Sitting on the side of the road, well, side of the off-ramp. With hazards on. That can only mean one thing, right? Because, for those who don't know, a hood up on a semi means trouble. So what could be going on? What could be going on? How about the truck tried shutting off on me 3 times for a low coolant? Yeah, you know, low coolant. But wait, do you have coolant? Oh yeah, it's right where it should be. Okay, that's uneven right now because I am on uneven ground. I am tilted. See? But if I leveled up, that's between the min-max. But what about over here? What's with this other tank? That's the overflow. That not being full isn't always a bad thing. That shouldn't even be full. So what's going on then? My bet, because I have the truck off right now, but I had to run and pressurize the system and everything. But my bet is I have a bad sensor. I have a coolant sensor going out most likely. Now what had happened, oh, then, you know, the truck's maybe telling me I ran a little too hard the last 7 months. I mean, right now I'm sitting about 3,800 miles. Well, 3,800 and some change. I was about 200 miles away from delivering this load, dropping off and doing a reset. This load was going to Bradenton, Florida, and it started off great too. Picked this load up 5 hours early. They came out and got me. Then, you know, that came out of California, out of Walnut. It's been a heavy load. I did 744 miles yesterday, so like I said, I've been running pretty hard. So I think the truck's trying to tell me to cool it, but see what I did there? But no, I mean, fucking sucks. I spent a lot of money this month on truck. I'm done to be spending money. Well, to be fair, I had the damage from the hit and run on there. I'll make a video about that soon. Obviously you're not gonna see it. You'll see the pictures of it, that's it though. But it's all fixed. Truck went in the shop too for maintenance. That took 11 days. And that bodywork cost me $1,000. And the maintenance cost me $3,000, so there's $4 grand I spent so far. This should be warranty, but they're gonna tow me backwards like 27 miles. It should be warranty. I'm not seeing any coolant leaking anywhere. I've looked. The other side, there will be a drip always on the hot side. And the hot side is always the passenger side. It's the side with your turbo and all that. But that was the AC condensers over there, compressor. So that's supposed to always, I mean, anybody knows anything about AC, it will drip. The water pump's right here, underneath this, the water pump's right there. Underneath the blue. There's no leaking. I've checked all over. As far as I can see, I don't want to see any leaks. I got coolant, so the best thing I can tell you is I need a new sensor. Which hopefully that we got one. Otherwise, in the shop, well, I may be down for a couple of days. So not. At least I've had a good week. At least it's been a good week. Spent a little too much on fuel this week. And I'm starting the week off negative because, well, I was home for 11 days, so it kind of sucks. But when I started today, I drove 400. I had 444 miles left to deliver, drop off in Bradenton, right? And I'll see I've done over half. Well, what's happening is I've gone through plenty of rolling hills, plenty, where it's had to actually work up power and go down, work up power and go down. So that's why I'm thinking it's the sensor, because it wasn't doing it every single hill too. It only started doing it as soon as I got on I-70. I started an I-10 over in outside Pensacola. I don't remember exactly where, about 20 miles outside Pensacola. Oh yeah, I stopped at mile marker 70 in I-10 at that Love's. That's where I started, so it gives you an idea. The reefer's getting ready to turn on too, so it's gonna get a little noisy. I'll try to speak up for it. But what was happening is as soon as I got on I-75, I would crest a hill. It was a low, it would go immediately low coolant, pull over, engine shut down in less than a minute. Like it's still 60 seconds. That's what it starts off. Engine shut down 60 seconds. And so I immediately was starting to pull over, and then it went away. Like it went away in 10 to 15 seconds. Which is another reason why I think it's a sensor. Okay, so I went about another 10 miles, 15 miles, and did it again. Both those times it shut down within, or the sensor alarm turned off in like 10, 20 seconds. Then the last time, it went the whole 60 seconds. I just pulled off. I was climbing a hill. I wanted to get top of the hill, so I didn't, if nothing else, I had to limp it. I didn't have to limp it up a hill. I didn't know, I hadn't popped the hood this time. Because every time I went to go pull over, the fucking alarm would go off. I was like, oh, maybe it just needs, you know, a little bit of coolant or whatever. I could do that, you know, when I get over there. Like, never seen an issue like this. So like I said, I'm learning a lot doing this. And this is why I also chose lease purchase. I want to learn this shit when I have a security blanket underneath me. I'll be able to survive this, don't worry. But so just as I'm pulling over, I mean, I was like 8 miles an hour all the way on the shoulder. I was doing my last, you know, coming to a full stop and everything, and the truck shuts off. Obviously, everybody knows power steering. I couldn't steer, so and there was a guardrail there. I didn't catch it, came close, you know, about 8 inches away from it. So I just want to get to the top of that hill before I pulled over. I could have coasted, nothing else. The engine shuts off, it shut it off, you know, the clatter turns off. But I can still coast. Turning would take a lot of work, but whatever. I set all brakes, everything else. And then I turned the key off. I tried recycling it, and then immediately went to it did the same screaming alarms. So I was like, okay. So I called breakdown. I'm waiting on a tow right now to a dealership up in Lake City. Hopefully they treat me well. I'm gonna get my APU PM done at the same time, since, well, it never got done last time like it was supposed to. They didn't do it. So yeah, I'm hoping, I'm the way, I bet you if I tell the dealership that, if they can, I'm hoping they don't do this. Well, can't relocate the problem. It's like, well, this is exactly what happened. Because if you're not seeing any coolant leaks, I'm hoping like the system has recorded it or whatever. That's great. So that's what's good about the computer systems. They do record shit. So something like that, it will be recorded. Like, so that at least is a blessing. But I'm hoping they just give me a new sensor and just double check everything. As far as I know, based on what I know about sensors, that's what it is. Because the same thing happened to my brake sensor. Remember back in June? Oh no, not June. February. No way, it was March. First month I had the truck. Not even a full month in. Full primary, secondary, tanks of air full. Yet it's screaming at me, low air, brakes may drag, low air. What's that tell you? Sensor, same thing, just coolant style. What sucks is though, when after I drop this load, I have 3 videos I was gonna make. So now I may be making a hotel. Oh, hi cat. He's sitting in the windshield, or not windshield, sitting in the window. I don't know if you guys see him very well. He's just meowing. He hears me talk is what it is. I had 3 videos I wanted to make. This was not one of them. So, I will definitely update you guys. You know, I usually do. This video is gonna come out sometime in October. Oh wait, October is already over. I forgot. Don't know, you know what month it is anymore. It's November. Hopefully this is warranty. That also means it'll cover the tow bill. Luckily I'm not getting towed very far, but either way, it's still, based off the 50 miles round trip, I'm probably looking at $1,000 for tow bill, maybe $1,500. I don't know this area. I know in Wyoming it'd be about $1,000, $1,500 minimum. But hey, what do you guys think? Based off your guess, what do you think? Based off the problem I described, coolant sensor. For those who don't know, the coolant sensor, I'll pin it up. I'll point it up for you. Let me turn on my flashlight. That's that thing right there. So simple fix. I'd have to get a new coolant all the way around though. So simple fix. The truck just got serviced. So yeah. What do you guys think? What else could it be? Based, like I said, I know the basics around vehicles. I'm learning. I'm not the best mechanically inclined. I know basics. So I'm learning, especially on diesel. I'm very new to diesel. And problems that it could have. So, like fucking bugs. Random bugs popping up on my neck. Unless I'm just a dumbass, but the big coolant takes the coolant, right? Big one. The little guy's on top of the overflow. They're both pressurized. So yeah. I'll probably add in some more video in here once I figure out what's going on. The shop knows what's going on. The dealership doesn't open until 7. I'm waiting on the tow. They haven't got a hold of me yet, telling me ETA. I've been here since 4 a.m. waiting. But it struggles. Oh, I'll have them look at this while I'm there, because this should be warranty work too. Because I just had body work done, and the magnets are not doing their job on this anymore. What do you not hear? Look how easy that is. Anybody who has a Freightliner knows it's not that easy. So that needs, I need new magnets. But anyways, guys, I don't want to drag this part of this video out too long. So hey, we'll see what's going on. Stay tuned. So obviously I'm driving. The last time you saw me, I was broken down side of the road. It's time for an update. You know, finish off that video. So yeah, I did get towed 26 miles to the Freightliner dealership. That's what I was waiting on. Truck, technically I could drive it. The amount of how far I could go varied, because it was a sensor. My thing was right. My feeling was right. I get towed to a dealership. It was Monday, I believe, at the time. But they tell me they're extremely packed up. They're not gonna be able to get it in to look at it for 3 days. I'm like, okay. I mean, there's a hotel nearby. I had a little bit of money, not much, a little bit. So I grabbed the hotel. So they called me Thursday, or I called them Thursday after dispatch told me that, sent me an update saying truck should be ready. Go. So I called them Thursday. They said, yeah, come get it. We just you know, got done with it. I get there. The fix took an hour. When I say fix, I put air quotes fix. More of that coming soon. So they hooked up the computer. I guess something was going on with my turbo air intake sensor, and that was throwing codes. I replaced that, and the codes went off. They test drove it. Nothing happened. Like, so I was like, they're like, okay, we fixed it. Well, so I leave. Today is Friday, the 29th. So I leave that night, you know, so I slept there during the day. I didn't test drive it, so I slept there during the day. I left at night, left at like 9 p.m. I get, oh wait, the first time I got to it was like 20 miles away. I get about 26 miles on the road, same shit, worse this time. It didn't go off and on and then shut me down. It immediately came on and then shut me down immediately. Like, well, I mean the 60 seconds, but it's like, it was the one time it popped up. There was only one time, that was it, that's all she wrote. So now I'm fucking pissed, you know, I'm pissed because I'm starting to freak out. Hold on, we get a little lost here. I haven't gone this way to get back up to 75 North. Yeah, I'm under a load right now. So it tells you right there, good news. So the story has a happy ending with this. If I'm loaded and I'm actually driving, so far the story is a happy ending. But okay, so I get down the road, you know, 26 miles, about 4 miles, 3 miles further than what I originally had made. Same shit, like I said, the one time Same issue, exact same issue. And then the first night, it had rain, there was road spray, it was windy, and obviously it was at nighttime, and all I had was a little fucking phone light. I had originally thought I spotted a drip leak, like, you know, a leak. But it's hard to tell when you have road spray being sprayed up onto the, you know, up behind you, and then you have the wind blowing some of the water around. So when I looked again after like a few minutes later, I didn't see nothing. So I was like, my eyes play tricks on me, I was thinking. Wish I listened to my gut. My gut usually has never let me down. And I don't know why all of a sudden in the last couple of years I've started to like not pay attention as much to it. But especially on certain things. But so the issue was, and I would not have been able to spot this in pre-trip unless I sat there for like 20 minutes watching. Like it's like watching paint dry. Because even with the hood popped open, it drops like one drop every few seconds. But that was enough to, because it was coming out of the sense area, that was enough for the truck to freak out. One would think that would throw codes. No. All it was is underneath the coolant tank, there's that little sensor in the Freightliners. It looks like the rubber seal had just started deteriorating, starting to fall apart, loosen up, whatever, and it was letting like one drop out at a time. That's the issue. That was legit the fucking issue. I've gone over 200 miles so far, when I couldn't even make it 26, you know? When they fixed it today, because like I went in there, I was like, hey, you know, I've been down 16 days this month. I really need to get rolling, making money. I understand you guys are busy. Is there any way, because the company's also hounding me, trying to get me up and running again, saying, you know, how much longer am I going to be down? So they've been down for almost 3 weeks pretty much. Well, 2.5 weeks. They're like, we have 15 trucks we just opened tickets for today. We will see if we can squeeze you in. And that was that first thing in the morning. So then I went in like 3 hours later saying, hey, the company would like an update, like, you know, any idea, just anything, just any timeline, so they know, they have a rough idea. And the dude was really friendly. I mean, once we narrowed down, the second time I talked to the mechanic directly, I gave him everything, all the story about it. And then that kind of helped trace some things down. So I think some things got lost in translation the first time between me and service desk. So talking to the mechanics is where I like to do. That way it's a one-on-one, no middleman, nothing gets lost. But so yeah, so I test drove it. I actually hooked up to a trailer. I actually did a little test run in the same area like I had when it first went down. I even did 40 miles round trip on my own dime. Okay, you gonna get over, dude? Come on, get the fuck over, let's go. Or don't, that's cool. I'm watching this fucking, his little double trailer here wasn't all the way in his lane. But, so, did the test drive, 40 miles. At this point also, I'd stayed up, because I stayed up all night, because like the night before I got sleep thinking I was gonna need to run. The truck was fixed. So I got like 12 hours sleep, meaning I was gonna be up for at least 15, 16 hours. I was up for about 18 throughout the second day dealing with this. I was wanting to stay to make sure, like, if there was a problem, I can take care of it right away. Because they said, do a test drive it. We'll wait and see. Before we close it out, we'll make sure it's fixed. Because all warranty work. I'm not paying anything for this. They are. They've already paid like $1,500 in tow bills, plus the labor for this, plus the parts. It's about $2,200 total that they ended up paying out of pocket. Like the turbo air intake, that wasn't even the issue. That was just plugged it in. Because that thing wasn't, like I said, the coolant thing wasn't even throwing any codes, and it was so hard to notice. The dude was like, I didn't even notice it until I sit there for like 2 minutes just staring at it. And then I saw 2 drops. It was like, all right. And he's like, if that's not it, I don't fucking know, cause. But yeah, so he, like I said, we're running. I'm limping into November. I am making some money adjustments to things that I will possibly be making a video about. This is a huge learning experience for me. I've never been broken down. Well, I've never been down for 16, well, it's almost 17 days. It was like 16 and some change. So like I said, 2.5 weeks. So it's a huge learning experience. As far as like I said, I want to do lease purchase first, nothing else. I don't even care if I pay this truck off. Just use it to learn and hoard money as much as possible, you know? Like, I'm learning everything I need to do about truck maintenance, how things like breakdowns, how much things cost, while having a security blinking under me. I don't know why he's blinking. But alright guys, you stay safe out there. Catch you next time. Bye!